Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata506. As you may remember, Yudhishthira and Shalya were locked in mortal combat. Yudhishthira was set on killing him. Shalya advanced toward Yudhishthira as a lion jumps at a weaker animal. Yudhishthira set his thoughts on Krishna, and he took up a terrible javelin. It was very strong and wicked-looking. It was fretted with gems, and it looked like the Shakti in the hands of Lord Kartikeya. Yudhishthira threw it at the chest of Shalya. It was a terrible weapon. It coursed through the air like a star of flame. It hit Shalya in his broad chest. Hitting it, the javelin entered his chest as a snake enters its hole in the ground. Shalya's blood flowed out in spurts. The great Shalya, the commander of the Kaurava army, fell down dead. His body fell out of the chariot and on the ground. His arms were both spread out, and he looked as though he was taking a final embrace of Mother Earth before he was parted from her. Chapter 3, Shakuni dead. There was panic in the Kaurava army at the sight of the fallen commander. But the fight had to go on. Duryodhana himself advanced in the van of the army. Seeing him, the army felt that new life had been infused into it. He addressed them all in his powerful voice. Why should you all try to run away? Death, the archenemy, will conquer you anyway, whether you are a coward or whether you are brave. Is it not better then to fight and die? You can be sure of reaching heaven, where all our heroes have gone. Why are you afraid of the Pandavas? Let us fight, all of us, and leave the rest to fate. The king was in the van of the army, looking at him and his noble bearing, even when he was on the point of losing the war. The army rallied round the serpent banner and resumed fighting. Duryodhana fought wonderfully. Alone, he was keeping at bay the entire army of the Pandavas. Satyaki, Drishtadyumna, Bhima, Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Nakula, and Sahadeva were all powerless against the terrible arrows which were flowing out of the bow of the king. Shakuni was a worthy companion to Duryodhana. He had his son Uluka with him, and they were fighting their best. Seeing their brother in the van, the remaining brothers of the king came to his help. Bhima advanced to the front and attacked all of them. They were like deer at bay. They fought furiously, but Bhima was able to kill all of them except Sudarshana. Event followed event in quick succession. Arjuna was busy fighting with the remnants of the army of the Trigartas. Susharma, his ancient enemy, was finally killed by Arjuna. With his death, the Trigarta chapter was closed. Shakuni saw the king in the midst of his cavalry. Duryodhana had his one remaining brother with him. Bhima approached the part of the field where Duryodhana was standing. He crossed the elephant army, and he was accompanied by Arjuna and the others. Bhima attacked Sudarshana. Duryodhana fought as one inspired. With a sharp arrow, Bhima cut off the head of Sudarshana. All the sons of Dhritarashtra had been killed by Bhima, except Duryodhana. Shakuni intervened with his elephant army and made the fight general. His son Uluka was with him. Sahadeva and Nakula fought with them both. Uluka was killed by Nakula. His oath was fulfilled. It was terrible for Shakuni to see his son dead. He fought for a while, and then he tried to run away. Sahadeva pursued him and said, "Why are you trying to run away? If it had not been for you, this war would never have happened. If only you had not entered Hastinapura, Duryodhana would never have lost his princely nature and become a cheat. You were so happy when you played the game of dice with my brother. I swore that I would kill you." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.